Hey, beautiful people.
Hello, everybody.
How's everyone doing tonight? Hope you guys are doing well. We'll introduce ourselves, we'll get everything going, and we'll save any questions or answers for the end. And we'll answer all of those at the end, but we're going to be moving quick because there's a lot here. So we just wanted to say thank you for showing up. Thank you for being here. And I know you're going to get value out of this. And our promise is that you're going to have something that you're going to have actionable from this call that you're going to take into your life right away and be able to start living into your life's purpose.
Beautiful. Okay, you guys. So any session, any call that we do, we always like to start with just getting really present, getting really grounded, and getting connected to everybody. So I'm going to invite everybody to just really quickly close your eyes, focus in on your breath. Take a few deep breaths in to your heart space, just focusing in on the in-breath, feeling it as it enters your body, and focusing in on the out-breath, feeling it as it releases. Just take a couple deep breaths in, focusing in on your heart, feeling into the love that is ever present, that is always within us, that is always surrounding us, that is connecting all of us together. And if you are here on the call or if you're listening in on the replay, we are all here for a specific reason. We are all here to activate and live into our life's purpose. And I want everybody on this call right now to feel into their spirit, feel into your soul, and fill your whole being with light. Feel into the light being that you are. Feel your whole body temple with a beautiful white light, filling every inch of you, every piece of you, every cell is activating, is opening, is expressing. Every cell, I want you to imagine every cell of your body like a flower opening, becoming more light, activating. Feel that light body within. And take one more deep breath into your heart space. And release. And the intention for this call, this session tonight, is that everyone here, everyone listening in, gains more clarity, more awareness of who you truly are, the magnificence of your being, the beautiful light being that you are, that you recognize, that you remember who you are, and that you step more fully into your purpose. And thank you, everybody, for being here, being present. I feel your light. I feel your love. And just give yourself just a little inner hug, an inner hug of your spirit, of your soul. Send that love right to yourself. And take one more deep breath in into your heart space. And release. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes, come back into the room, wiggle your fingers and your toes.
Beautiful.
And we shall begin.
Yes, thank you for that, Mika.
Yes.
It's an exciting time to be alive. It is an exciting time to be alive, my people. And what we're looking to do right now is The 5 steps to discovering and living into our life's purpose is going into that energetic field that we know exists. We know that something is calling. We know that something is looking to be birthed through us. This is why it's so exciting. And on top of that, we know that there's a shift in consciousness that's occurring across the globe, and we are a part of that, whether we like it or not. But what our contribution, our greatest contribution, is going to be by living into our life's purpose. It is so good. It is so exciting. So let's go ahead and dive right in, because the more that you shine, the greater that we all shine. And that's really what we're looking for here. So let me go ahead and screen share here. Let me know, maybe a thumbs up if you're able to see that, guys. Can you guys see that? Boom.
Okay,
beautiful.
Perfect. Thank you, James.
Thank you. Awesome. Okay. 5 steps to discover and live into your life's purpose. Okay. Real quickly about us. Many of you have sat with us or know who we are, but for those who don't, we'll just lay it out real quick, because you might be like, who are these people?
Why are we listening to them right now?
Exactly. But we want to just go over who we are and what our life's purpose is, so we make it very crystal clear. Okay. We're lead coaches, healers, and facilitators at Thrive Integration. We're transformational plant medicine integration coaches. We're life's purpose and ascension coaches. Mika has an MA in spiritual psychology. She's also a certified psychic medium and angel and oracle card reader. We're both quantum field memory healers. We're both intuitive channels, holistic energy healers. Mika is a yoga instructor. We're both chakra healing facilitators. I am a water fasting and health coach. And we're both meditation teachers, Reiki practitioners, plant medicine facilitators, and I'm a light language transmission healer. Real quickly, there's a lot there, but this is what our lives are. This is our life's purpose. This is what our lives have been dedicated to. And we've been in the space where we weren't sure about what we were supposed to do or how to do it. So that's why we know that by following these steps, you will be living into your life's purpose. You will discover what that is. You will be lit up by it, and you will take action on it. Does that make sense? So that's what we're doing. We're rolling forward with this.
Awesome. Okay. So you guys, this is for you. This is for our light workers, spiritually minded people, healers, mediums, empaths, starseeds, old souls, shamans, teachers. I know that each and every one of you on the call fits one or more of these descriptions, and that's why we are here together tonight, to really get our lights shining. Absolutely.
Beautifully said. So your life's purpose and why you may be listening. There might be a whole array of things, but we're just going to touch on a few of them right here. The what is my life's purpose? The how to live into my life's purpose. How to receive the guidance from within that is the calling that is going to propel us, and how to answer the calling that is waiting to be birthed. How can I have the insights, the inspiration, and the clarity to fulfill on my life's purpose? The direction to know and which pathway to take, and how to gain the courage. How to gain the courage to follow your heart. No matter who you are, we always bump up against that, because if things don't scare us a little bit, if we're not excited a little bit, if there's not something that we know is a stretch, we're probably not really giving it our all. It's only in those moments where we stretch, where we feel a little scared and we're excited, that we know that we have the courage to follow your heart. There is no courage without fear. There is no courage without something scaring you. And so we want to look at that. What are those areas? And then again, you may be listening because you just want to know how to gain that courage to follow your heart. Beautiful.
And you guys, this is the time to activate.
Yes.
The time is now.
Yes.
Like we said, all you starseeds, light workers, light warriors, shamans, healers, teachers, spiritually minded people, the time is now. It is so important to activate our life's purpose, because we all know that there is a huge shift in consciousness that is taking place, and we've all come down here for a reason, and it's up to the light workers to be the way showers. So it's time to shine our lights as brightly as we can.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So it's time to activate. It's time to activate our gifts. It's time to fully step into your purpose.
Yes.
There is a reason that you are on this planet right now, right here. Okay. It is time to confidently shine your light as bright as possible.
Yes.
And it's time to experience your life like you never have before. This is possible. This is so possible.
Yes.
Okay? Because you are a contribution to the shift in consciousness that's occurring on the planet right now.
Absolutely.
So we have to activate and live into your life's purpose right now. Like it's game time. It's time. It's time. The shift is happening. It's now.
Yeah, beautifully said. So what's life's purpose? Sometimes people will say, well, I don't know what my life's purpose is. I'm not sure like what I'm supposed to be doing here, right? Or what it even is. So there's many different meanings behind this, but the one that I found resonated with me is that it's the specific way in which you engage with life that makes use of all that you are and draws on your unique experiences. Very important. Talents, abilities, and interests in a way that helps you achieve your highest goals while being of service of others. When we're talking about unique experiences, there's no one who can shine like you shine. It's not possible. I want you to realize, I want you to get really intimately understand that all of your experiences, everything that you've been through, challenges and successes are yours and yours alone. And because you are a unique emanation of spirit energy, no one can have your unique experience. And that's why your voice is valuable. Why your life's purpose is of value and why the world needs to have you living on purpose, because your light shining brightens the rest of the world in your unique way. Without that puzzle piece, it's not complete. And there's no wrong, there's no right or wrong here, but it's an option, it's a choice to shine. And that's what we're doing here. That's what life's purpose is, your unique way.
Next. Okay. So this is a quote from Michael Beckwith. And this quote really was the seed that helped us to discover the steps in discovering your life's purpose. So I want you guys to really take your time with thinking about this quote as I read it, okay? So behind every problem, there is a question trying to ask itself, okay? So our problems are actually a positive thing, okay? Because we have a problem and there's a question that's trying to be asked. And behind every question, there is an answer trying to reveal itself, okay? And behind every answer, there is an action trying to take place. And behind every action, there is a way of life trying to be born, right? So we have these problems. What's my purpose? How do I do this, right? And out of that, there's a question that's being birthed.
Yes.
You know, how do I do this? And then once that question is being birthed, the universe will answer that question. You'll find the answer. And within that answer, there's an action and a way of being that is seeking to be born, seeking to be birthed from within.
Beautiful. So what is seeking to be birthed through you? That's really the question that we're asking here. What is seeking to be birthed through you? Okay. Try to get this here.
Yeah. Each and every one of us has a very specific purpose in this life. And there is something, many of you are probably on this call tonight because you hear a calling. There's a calling. There's something else out there. You might be in a job that just doesn't quite feel right. You might just be, things might be feeling a little mundane, Or you might be, you know, knowing your purpose, but you're like, how do I make money doing this? How do I live? How do I find abundance through this? There's something that is seeking to be birthed through you, and that's what we're going to uncover. That's what this 5-step process is for.
Yeah. So step 1. Okay, I know that some of you, I see you taking notes, and if you haven't taken notes but thus far, this might be a good way to start. Step 1, state your problem. When we state our problem, we are telling the universe there's something there. We're resonating with what the actual problem is. This is not something that is disempowering. This is actually getting into the vibrational alignment. What is showing up in our lives? How are we resonating? So yes, we are all for positive thinking. We are very optimistic, but when something is out of alignment, we want to be clear about that, because that is what is showing up as the problem. So when we tell the universe, this is the problem, we are not trying to fix or change anything. We're getting in vibrational alignment with what is so, accepting it as what is so, as an opportunity to grow. Okay. So when we state the problem, just know this is something that is going to allow us access to the healing, access to the answer. Okay. So step 1, state your problem. I don't know what my life's purpose is. I don't know how to make money doing what I love. I don't know how to transition from my current job into my life's purpose. I don't know how to make money while living on purpose. I don't know how to express my gifts out into the world. I don't know how to find the courage to leave my job. Been there. I'm having trouble finding the clarity around my life's purpose. Those may be some of your questions, or you might have a whole bank of other questions or problems. Whatever they are, we state them.
Yeah, so that's the first step, is just to write down what is so. What is so for you? What are you bumping up against?
Yeah.
I don't know my life's purpose. I don't know what it is.
Right.
You know?
And again, behind every problem, there is a question trying to ask itself.
Okay. Good. So step 1, you're going to write down your problem. Step 2, you're going to formulate a question. Okay? So the questions that you may have: what is my life's purpose? How do I make money doing what I love? How can I transition out of my current job into my life's purpose? How can I make money while living on purpose? How can I best express my gifts out into the world? How do I find the courage to leave my job? How do I find the clarity around my life's purpose? Okay, so the beautiful thing about formulating a question is that by universal law, when you ask a question, the universal energy conspires together to give you your answer. Okay, so you have to ask the question. Out of the questions, when you ask the right question, the answers that you're seeking will arise, but you have to ask the question first.
Absolutely.
Okay?
So step 1, find out the problem. Step 2 is just asking the question about that problem, basically, and then being open to receiving the answers. Receiving the answers, receiving our manifestations, receiving, being in that, what we'll call the feminine energy. Manifestation is more of a masculine energy. Receiving is more of a feminine energy, but that's why manifestation is a powerful tool, which we'll get into at a later date. But you pair those. So you have the masculine and the feminine in order to manifest what it is that you want. Manifestation by itself, without receiving, there's nothing there. So when we're going to receive the answers, we want to get into that energetic field of being open to what is coming. Okay? All the answers are there. Everything that has, is, or will ever be has already been created. This is Einstein's block universe, even the thought processes. Okay? So the answer to what it is that you're looking for is there. It's just being open to receiving it. And when we ask the question, it begins to become clear. So what do we do in step 3? Listen to the answer within. There's nothing outside of us. There's nothing we're trying to get. I want to be very clear. The answer is you. The answer is you. There's nothing new we're looking to get. There's nothing that we're looking to acquire. We don't have to do that. It's a revealing of something within. The answer is within. The universe is within. See? So when we get intimately related to the answer that is within, that is looking to reveal itself, then we just look within. Now that's intimately tied to other our spirit guides, our higher self, our intuition, our spirit guides, these strokes of insight. This is all intimately created, not outside of us, but within us. So these are the steps. Number one, prepare and get into a state. Okay, do whatever it is that brings you peace, ease, and calm mind. Find that space, whatever that might be. Meditation, yoga, journaling, taking a walk in nature, breath work, plant medicine, music, drumming, dream state. You guys are all light workers. You know the deal. There's so many different ways and modalities in order to get into it, but you know. Ask the question, where should I be in order to have these messages revealed to me and these questions answered? See? And then we listen with an open heart and mind. Heart-centered listening. Listen from a place of possibility. And I want to emphasize this. A lot of time, when we're doing these exercises, we argue for our limitations. See? We'll say, I want to do this, or I would want to manifest this, experience this, and receive this, but, and then the paradigm comes in. I would love to do this, but I can't make that kind of money here. See? We start to argue for the limitations of what the universe is providing when it's infinite and abundant. So again, listen with an open heart. Listen from a place of possibility. Listen from a space of imagination rather than logic. I want to leave my job or transition into this other way of being, but this person might think that this, or I've never done that before, so I don't think. Allow all of that to recede for a moment and be open to the possibility. I guarantee you when you do this, there's going to be a new way of being and a new answer that shows up that isn't your normal way. And it's not going to be your normal answer. Again, limitless and non-judgmental. Don't judge what's coming up. You're being given these answers for a reason, whatever's coming up. So when we tap in, don't judge the thought. Don't judge the emotion. Don't judge the revelation. Don't judge what you're receiving. Just be aware of it. Okay? Be aware of it and listen into the stillness. Spirit, higher self, intuition, spirit guides, subtle hints and whispers, strokes of insight. These are the breadcrumbs. These become the breadcrumbs when we tap into that other state of being, that higher state of being, that other frequency, that other resonance. And it's always here, always available.
Okay. And step 4 is take an action. Okay, you can go to the next slide. Okay, so take an action. What is the one action that I can take that it is in alignment with this purpose, right? So you're asking the question, you're receiving the answer, and then you're asking for an action step that is in alignment with this purpose. So it might not make logical sense. So I just have to share, when I was going through this process, I was asking to be shown my life's purpose, be shown my life's purpose. And I got that I was supposed to go into mediumship, okay? And at the time I was a teacher. And I asked that question and I said, okay, I got the answer. I listened in, I asked the question, I listened in, what's the action step? And I heard quit your job and quit in the middle of the school year. That did not make logical sense to me at all. I was like, oh my gosh, talk about trying not to judge the answer. I was trying not to, argue it with my spirit and the intuitive hits that I was getting, but it didn't make logical sense. I didn't know where the money was going to come from. I had no idea really how to do what it was that I was being asked to do. But I asked the question, I listened for the answer, I asked for the action step, what's next? What is next? And I got an answer that did not make logical sense, And that's, it says it may excite you, stretch you, may feel scary or uncomfortable, And these are all signs that it's probably the right action to take. That's, it's so counterintuitive. You know, it's so counterintuitive, but spirit, your higher self, is what's guiding the way. When you're asking these questions and you're tapping in, you're setting that intention to hear those answers, spirit is guiding you, and it's never going to steer you in the wrong direction. Okay, this action will lead to your next action. You just follow the breadcrumbs. You know, like I shared, I was told full-time into mediumship, quit your job. I'm like, oh God, okay. I did it. I took those steps. And then each action led to another action. I'm not a full-time medium. That's not what I do. It's a piece of what I do. It's a piece of what I do. And it's so important to get to what I'm doing now, which is like in full alignment with my purpose. And the mediumship was just a piece, but I had to follow that action step. And that action step led to the next action step, my next little area of learning that I needed to do. And then just by following those actions and following those breadcrumbs, your purpose starts to formulate. And those are all pieces of purpose, right? Yes. But that full alignment will come when you really follow those breadcrumbs. And this is the hard part, guys, is to trust.
Yes.
Is to trust in those messages that you get, trust it, and take action. You know, and like my mantra for so long was jump before you're ready.
That's right.
Just jump before you're ready. Just do it. Okay. I hear it. I asked the question. I got the answer. I'm doing it. Yep. It might not make logical sense, but I'm doing it. I'm trusting 100%, you know? And like I said, spirit's never gonna guide you in a way that is not in alignment with your higher purpose. It just won't. But your logical mind is going to try to talk you out of it. I guarantee it.
Absolutely.
I guarantee it.
Absolutely. And for a lot of you, you might be already right on fire. I mean, these are all the actions I'm going to take right away. Boom, 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 boom. You can have it all listed. And it's the knowledge is great. Knowledge is great, but knowledge without the application is just a book on the shelf. It's just another CD. It's just another thing that you know, but you haven't taken action on. So this is what we want, again, to get intimately related to. If you don't take anything else away from this live training, which I know you already have, but if you nothing else, one action that you are going to take it tonight. Take the action tonight, whatever it is. Do this exercise tonight. Take the action tomorrow morning if you have to. For some of you, it might be just getting up and being in gratitude. For somebody else, it might be making that phone call. For another person, it might be resigning tomorrow. I don't know. That's you. You are going to have to go into that space to figure that out for yourself at this point. But that one action, whatever that is, promise yourself you're going to take that action, because that one action will then begin to snowball everything else. You can continue to ask, and you'll continue to be given the wisdom and the actions to take. Okay. And then step 5. Visioning your life's purpose fulfilled. This is so fun. And Mika and I teach this a lot in our different live trainings and in our coaching. Visioning is so fun and important to creating what it is that we want to do. It's not a heavy task. It should feel like ease. It should feel like, you know, you're sitting in a brand new, I don't know, piece of bread. I don't even know what that means. Okay, a piece of baked bread, like a nice loaf. You know, when you go in and you feel that loaf of bread and you're like, you want to hug it. That's what manifestation should feel like, that excitement. You're getting rocketed off. Like you feel like you're in your mother's arms. You feel me? This is what manifestation is. This is the energy that we conjure. Excitement, ease, comfort, joy. And that's what we do when we vision our life's purpose fulfilled. We conjure that, okay? So what we're doing, step 5, visioning your life's purpose fulfilled. We're going to start to practice visioning, okay? You're going to use your imagination with your feelings and emotions. This is how we activate it. Use your imagination with your feelings and emotions. Presence, your life's purpose fulfilled in the here and now, not 5 years from now, not 10 years from now, unless that's what your goal is. But even still, you want to presence it here right now so you get into vibrational alignment so you know exactly the steps and actions to take. Does that make sense? When we presence it now, we start to get in vibrational alignment with what that is that we're looking to create, and then the breadcrumbs come more easily. There's things that will show up in alignment with it that we didn't know we were even supposed to do. I can't share. I can share with you at a later date, but so many wonderful things are occurring right now for Mika and myself with what we're doing, because we're just in vibrational alignment. Things that we didn't even set up for that are coming in as a gift. And that is the law of manifestation, the law of attraction. For this or better, for the highest and best of all concerned. That's what we're looking at, and that's what we're doing with our life's purpose. And continue to ask the questions and listen to your inner guidance. Continue to ask those questions. Continue to be in that receptive mode. Continue to embrace that feminine energy that is within all of us. Receiving. We can push, we can shove, we can, but we have to couple that with the receiving in order to manifest whatever it is that we're looking to manifest. Okay? So again, what is seeking to be birthed through you? That's really the question. And when we talk about, your life's purpose is a new way of being. Okay, I want to touch on it real quickly. When people talk about life's purpose, it's more than what they think and it's less than what they think. And this is what I mean by this. It's more than what they think, because generally people say, well, what do I want to do for my career? What do I want to do for my job? No, that can encompass that. Yes, we can all agree we want to live into and be getting paid for what we absolutely love to do, what lights us up, what our life's purpose is. We can all agree. Yes, but our life's purpose is our way of being. It's what we do when we wake up. It's how we treat others. It's how we treat ourselves. It's how we speak to our children. It's how we interact with our friends and our foes. It's how we experience our parents, how we experience reality. See? And it's alignment with what your life's purpose is, not ours. But we know, because many of you are light workers, healers, empaths. We know what you're up to. We know you're about shining your light. So when we're talking about life's purpose, it's not just when we're ringing in from 9 to 5. This is a 24-hour episode here. This is a 24-hour episode. When we go to bed with that same life's purpose as when we're doing our work, no matter what it is. And we start now. Even if you're not in the career that you want to be in, your life's purpose is shining at that desk, at that office, when you're on the phone, when you're talking to your boss, when you're talking to your coworkers. This is our true life's purpose. We resonate, we emanate all the time with that. And this shouldn't be something that's like, oh man, I got to do all this stuff. No, this is a new way of being. It becomes you. It looks good on you. Whatever your life's purpose is, I promise you, it looks good on you. It feels good. Yeah? You're in alignment. And when you're in alignment, 24 hours. When we go to sleep, we're doing it. When we're waking up, we're doing it. We're living our life's purpose. And this is really what we want to get to. So that's when we say it's more than what you think. It's not just those 8 hours. It's who we become as a way of being. And it's less than what we think, because we're talking about, it doesn't have to be a grandiose thing. It can be. Like, I want to be the first man to walk on Mars. That could be beautiful. That's really your life's purpose. Fantastic. But it doesn't have to be. You can be your life's purpose right now may be just showing up for a friend, showing up for somebody who is in need, showing up for someone who needs an ear, showing up for someone who needs a healing. And it can be creating something that's never been done before that's going to change the world. Does that make sense? It's whatever it is for you, but it's less than generally what we think it is. So we don't have to, we can let any of the anxiety around it, the uncertainty and any of that, let it go, because we're going all the way in to the spiritual realm. We could trust in spirit, trust in the universe, trust that we're going to get the guidance. When we do that, we just roll with it, trust it, and know that whatever comes up is perfect for where we're supposed to be. And that's our life's purpose. That is our life's purpose. Beautiful. Anything else you want to add to that?
No, I was gonna say, just take those 5 steps. Take those 5 steps and really work that process. Because I guarantee, like stating your problem, getting really clear about your question, the answer that you are seeking, what's my life purpose, maybe what's the next step, that will be birth. Because there is something within that is seeking to be shining brighter, to be birthed. And that answer, like we said, is completely within. And if you just take the time to go through those 5 steps, you'll see the result. You'll hear it. And it's like, so many of us, I know I've so been there, where you're just like, you're seeking it outside, maybe it's this, maybe it's that, or should I be doing this, should I be doing that? And really, when we just stop and listen in, it's all right here. There's nothing that we have to get. It's just being revealed. It is within us. Okay. So I really just emphasize, look at your notes, start with step 1, and work that process, work those steps, don't jump ahead, just sit with it, sit with the question, ask the question. It may come right away. It may be when you're, in the shower. It may be when you're on a walk. It may be in meditation. You may ask it before you go to bed at night. It comes to you in a dream, So just take time with each of these steps. But I promise you, it will be revealed. Yes.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Now, I know you guys got value out of this. We even got value as we're speaking about it, because no matter who you are, we're all we're stretching. We want to be stretching. So Mika and I always ask ourselves, where can we stretch? Where can we get better? Where can we go into something that's a little fearful or something that excites us? So I know you had value from what you do. And when you implement this, you're going to have incredible value. Now, you have everything that you need in order to make progress right now.
Our life's purpose is helping people to discover their life's purpose.
Exactly.
So we're fulfilling upon our life's purpose when we help you do that.
Exactly. So if this is something that inspires you, if it's something that you say, I know all of these things, but I still need a little bit of clarity. And what Mika and I always share is like, you imagine yourself, there's a pyramid in the jungle somewhere, and there's all of these thickets, and there's all of this jungle. And you're like, I know that there's a pyramid out there of gold, but I just can't find it. I don't know where it is. I know it's somewhere over there. And then you have a local guide come up and say, I know just the way to get there. I know just the way to get to that pyramid of gold that you're looking for. And you say, well, how? I'm in the jungle. Let me get this thing. Let me get my machete out and start to clear this jungle, because I can give you the straight line path. I've been doing it for years. So when you start to clear that path, you're doing everything that you're looking to do accelerated 10x. This is what people have done for us. That's why we're able to do this, because people have done this for us, given us that clarity, given us that path, given us that gateway into that goal that we were looking for. So that's what we want to offer to everybody, to get focused. So important on whatever the life's person is. Customize action steps so that you're going to have an action step, like we said, just one. But when we work with you just on that the complimentary clarity call, you're going to have multiple action steps to then live into for at least the next week, if not more. Okay. And we're going to give you direction. Again, peace of mind around what you're doing, waking up and knowing and being on purpose, living on purpose, knowing that this is what you're supposed to be doing. There's nothing like that. Trust me, I've been lost before. I woke up thinking that I'm doing the thing, and I'm just like, I'm a lot of action, right? A lot of action, but not the results that I wanted. But when you get focused in the way that you know that this is the action that I'm supposed to take, when I'm supposed to take it, everything changes. And again, you're getting that 10x results. That's what we were looking for, Mika and I. And we got it. And we were lucky enough to have people who were showing us the way. And now we want to show that to you guys. Complementary clarity called peace of mind, and it gives you that empowerment that everybody is looking for. So we're going to put the link in the chat section. It's calendly.com, Thrive Integration /clarity-call.
Yeah, and really we can help you guys with that 5-step process,
Yes.
So, a lot of when you're working the 5-step process, you may bump up against things, you may not, you may have questions. A lot of people have questions about intuition, is this really my inner guidance that is speaking? And those are some things that we can really help you to align with.
Yeah. So yeah, Mika's worked a lot with that in regards to spirit guides and intuition, and she's done courses on it. She's an expert in it. So she's somebody who can definitely lean on. Implement these steps. They work. I guarantee you they're going to give you clarity. And again, if you want to get on the gratitude and love, thank you, James. Absolutely. Love you, James. The Calendly link is there if you'd like. We'd love to chat with you further and give you those steps that will really get you in action more quickly, more rapidly, and accelerate whatever it is that you're looking to do.
And Issa has a question.
Oh, Issa, go ahead,
Issa. Yeah, go ahead. You can unmute yourself. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey.
How's it going, Issa? Good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you guys. Thanks for doing this workshop. So yeah, I just had a question. So once you do get the answer, because I feel like I can move through the steps pretty easily now after doing the work, but then like once I get the answer, it's like there's a lot of fear attached to actually taking the action steps. So like, how do you guys move through that?
Well, I would first say accept that the fear is there and know that it's there, because you're probably moving in the right direction. So when we get related to that fear as just a natural progression of us actually stretching towards something that we really want, then we relate to the fear in a different way. There is no courage without fear. It's not possible. You need to have a little bit of fear in order to express the courage that it's going to take for you to fulfill on this huge thing. And again, huge it may not be huge for other people. Life's purpose may be just apologizing to our children or our parents about something. That might be huge for one individual that you're really scared about, right? But for you, whatever that thing is for you, you want to get intimately related to that and say, am I fearful about this thing? Thank you. Am I fearful about this thing because I don't think it's going to work? Because I think if I give it my all, it still might not manifest in the way that I want it to? Is it because my paradigm and everything around me says that I'm not good enough? See, all of these things come up, and it's natural. I want you to get related to that. It's natural for these things to come up. When the fear comes up, we have the opportunity to look at it as an opportunity to then grow. See, when we exercise, there's no, if you've ever lifted weights, you have to literally give yourself micro tears in the muscle in order for the muscle to grow. You have to lift those heavy weights. If there's something that's fearful that you're fearful of doing, take a small step, 3-foot toss. You don't have to go for the whole kit and caboodle. Take a 3-foot toss, but make sure that 3-foot toss is not just something that you already know how to do. Make sure that it's something that's stretching you a little bit, because that's going to give you more confidence in order to step into whatever it is that you truly want to do. That doesn't mean that the fear is going to go away completely. That's just going to give you more confidence to step confidently into that thing. So when the fear comes up, again, know that it's natural. Know that it's something that will arise if it's something that's worthy of our goals. And then take a 3-foot toss if you're not ready to take the full kit and caboodle. Take a 3-foot toss, but make sure that it's a little bit scary, but it's in that same realm. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's very helpful.
So what is one 3-foot toss that you can take today?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm going to ceremony tomorrow.
Beautiful, fantastic.
Yeah, so a lot of fears are coming up.
Oh, sister. Oh my goodness. What is plant medicine? What plant medicine?
Ayahuasca.
Oh, wonderful. Where are you having the ceremony?
Upstate.
Okay, got you.
Yeah,
And
so it's actually it's my retreat. So I'm
oh,
not sitting in ceremony, but I'm gonna be co-facilitating.
I
So
see. I
yeah.
see. I see. I see.
So
Okay.
can I ask you what the fear is
Yeah.
around? If you, is it, yeah.
I don't know necessarily if it's anything in particular. It's just I get really, really anxious right before ceremony every single time. And it's just that, like, for me it's like it's about humility and reverence.
Mm-hmm.
So coming scared is something I wanna be coming to ceremony with. Like I
Oh,
feel like it shows respect to the medicine. Um
Mm.
yeah, but it's a level of fear, I guess, that I've never been at before. It's just expanding my capacity to feel. So it's like a level of fear that I'm not used to.
sure, 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 sure.
So uncomfortable.
Right, right.
Yeah.
So there's a little bit of competing intention, right? Because at first, when you say fear, automatically I'm thinking you're like, I'm dealing with this fear. But then you said, I want to have that fear as reverence to the medicine.
Mm-hmm.
So you're manifesting you know, you're manifesting expert right now. If you're saying that you come into that place with reverence and fear, and that's what you want to bring in order to honor the medicine, well, then you should expect to be having more fear. That's the more fear, the more reverence.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
If that you understand, so this is how when we look at our lives, this is what, we've coached some people that I just want to share this. I coached another individual who's like, he's the guy who wants to hop on the landmine, in order to save everyone. Well, guess what? You can't complain about when things come up if that's what you're wanting to manifest. If that's what your paradigm is that I am serving the medicine, I am serving and honoring by being fearful. Guess what? That's what you should be thankful that you are that powerful of a manifester.
Mm-hmm.
See? Now, if you want to experience something else, if there's another way of being that you want to experience, if you want to experience reverence for the medicine in a different way,
Mm-hmm.
then that's what we want to get clear about. But when you have the competing intentions that this is not, this is what I'm asking for and I'm getting it, bravo, bravo, you're doing it already. We just have to be mindful. And this is the thing that we share with our clients all the time as well. We are already manifesting machines. Look around your life. Guess what? You manifested that. We do it unconsciously though, because 95% of our actions are based on our subconscious thoughts or what's in our subconscious mind. So we're manifesting all of these things behind the scenes. So I just want to ask you, is that the way of being that you really, truly want when you go into ceremony, the fear?
No, I think it's a habit.
Yes. See? See?
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah.
There it is.
So what is it that you really do want to experience?
Mm-hmm.
Excitement.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Then you can just relate to that fear and shift it into excitement. I had a huge fear of public speaking. Just, oh my gosh. And then I just started to relate to that fear as excitement. And it completely shifted when I would start to feel that feeling. I'm like, oh, here comes the excitement. And then it just turned into excitement because that's how I was relating to it.
That's right.
So you can do the same thing with what you're experiencing.
That's right. When we change the way we look at things, the things we look at change. This is Wayne Dyer. When we change the way we look at things, the things we look at change. That fear is just on the other side of excitement. Gay Hendricks, a wonderful author in The Big Leap, he talks about fear. Fear is just on the other side of excitement, and excitement is just on the other side of fear. Yeah. So when we look at that, we look at the fear and go, maybe I really just want to just be fired up, excited for this. Like I'm feeling butterflies because I am so excited about getting in this Maloka with these people to having these huge transformations. That excites me. I'm fired up about it. That's how I enter a ceremony. I love it. I love it. There's a little bit of fear, but I'm with it, because I like it. I like a little bit of that thing, the butterflies, So I would just write out what it is that you want to experience when you enter that Maloka this weekend. Who is it that you want to be? What is it that you want to manifest? This is your life's purpose, for sure. If you're holding ceremony for people in this way, this is your life's purpose. When you're driving up there, life's purpose. When you're on the phone with people, getting everything dialed in for the last second things, life's purpose. When you're in that maloka, when you're helping facilitate, and you're in that beautiful afterglow and everyone's just settling, next day, all of it. So write out, be very clear. What do I want to experience? Who do I want to be? What is the experience that I want to manifest? And I guarantee you, you're going to see that. You're going to start to manifest that and bring that energy in. And the beautiful thing is when you're clear about that, when you're very, very clear about that, then you could be in the eye of the storm at all times. That's the magic, people. One thing, if you don't get anything else, when we start to get very intimate related to our life's purpose and we're clear about it, we can go out into the world and be the eye of anything else that's going on around us. Chaos, pain popping up, triggers, people saying stuff. We could be the center of that thing. Allow it all to go. We're going to do another session. This isn't for this one, but observe what is going on instead of absorbing. So that's what I also want to share for everybody here. We observe energy instead of absorb energy.
That's our next live
training. It is I know, because it was such a light bulb. It was such a huge one for us when we got that. And we'll go way deep into this because we know this world. We've jumped into the deep end on this one. That's another one for later on. But I just wanted to share. Does that make sense, Issa?
Yeah. That gives me a new perspective. So yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Beautiful. Congratulations. I love that you're doing that. Thank you for
thank you for doing the work.
I know, for doing the work. Really. Yeah, really. You're opening up for people to have the medicine and set that intention and have that healing. Blessings, light. Blessings to that light. Oh, okay. So this is supposed to be a 20-minute thing. This has turned out to be an hour, but we when we get going, we generally don't want to stop the energy because that's what it is. The vibes are right.
Yeah, but we're here. If anyone else has any other questions, we're more than happy to answer them.
Yeah, answer them, bring clarity, anything like that.
Clarity. Anything at all.
Yeah.
All good.
And you guys can find us on Facebook or wherever you found us. Email us. If it's on Messenger, we're there. And we'd love to speak to you. And let's keep on shining. This is our life's purpose. All of you. It's to shine your light. Live on purpose. And when you do that, everything else falls into place. You're in alignment. And life has that shine and that sheen. It's beautiful.
Yeah, you guys, and take advantage of the clarity call. Take advantage of that clarity call because we'd love to work with you guys individually and answer any questions and really get everybody just aligned with their purpose and their power and the magnificence of who you truly are. Because man, when we all shine our light, we are all living on purpose, we shift the world. That's the shift. We can create the world that we know is possible.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Sending so much love, light, and aloha to everybody here. We love you. Keep shining. Have a beautiful day and have a beautiful weekend. We'll talk to you guys soon. Aloha.